Hello there everyone, and welcome to another Thomas Wooden Railway custom video overview, I suppose I should say. Although this time we are taking a look at an unofficial character. This is a character that has not appeared in either the Railway series, or the TV series, or even the magazines. This is a completely fan-created character. This is Charlie, the Rainbow Brakevan from the YouTube user RailPony, formerly known as All-American Boy 9. And I know that there are going to be some people that are going to be posting comments saying, there's already a character named Charlie as a purple tank engine. Well, yes, I know that. I know that there is a character named Charlie already in the show. I just want to let you know that I know that already. And also, the character of the Rainbow Brakevan actually existed before the official character came out. At the time that RailPony created the Rainbow Brakevan, he and everyone else in the Thomas the Tank Engine community did not know that an official character named Charlie was going to exist. There was no official confirmation about that at the time that this character had been invented. So I just thought that I would point that out for people who want to go around pointing out that there are characters who already have these names be used in the show. You know, like commenting on when a fan character has the same name as an official character. We get it already, but you really gotta understand that... Oh, he moved backwards. You really gotta understand that sometimes we may create fan-created characters before official characters with those names are even invented. And sometimes we even do that even after an official character has been invented. We get that already. Anyway, enough about the whole name rant thing. I actually showed off this custom Wooden Railway Charlie a couple years ago, and if you've been around on YouTube for as long as, there he goes again, for as long as 2011, well actually 2007 I mean, in the early days of YouTube, you probably may remember all the things that went around with this character as well as RailPony himself. Quite a lot of speculation about this character, but none of that was in RailPony's intention. I'm not going to bring up what it was, but I'm sure older fans, including RailPony himself, may know what I am talking about. But that was not the intention. In fact, as it turned out, Charlie right here is actually a very serious character, a lot more serious than some people may actually think. Like, I think that he is a no-nonsense kind of character. I mean, I don't think he's like very strict like Bradford, for example, but he's a character that really wants to be sure that the job gets done, and he actually sees his rainbow color as being very colorful. But, you know. So, anyway, as I said, I did show off this character a couple years ago, but I actually did an improvement. Now, when I showed off this character a couple years ago, what I showed was that I used Sharpie's markers to create the rainbow pattern on him. Although, looking at him again after a couple years later, I decided that it really did not look all that great. And since I had a paintbrush and some paints, I just went ahead and just painted the colors on. Like, there are 3 rows of the different colors on each side. So it's a pattern: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, although the purple is very hard to see. And then that again repeated 2 more times, and the same case is over here. Although I've seen a number of the early images that RailPony has done of this character, and as it turned out, he actually used more than just the colors of the rainbow. I think he's also used white and black and brown and pink, but those are not colors of the rainbow. This is supposed to be a more accurate color of the rainbow, where only the colors of the rainbow are used and nothing else. And there have been a few people who have shown off Charlie in all sorts of different fashions with the colors of the rainbow on his side. Like some people, I think there was one person who actually only had each color show up once, although for me personally, I would often have them be drawn with 2 rows of the color on each side. But in this case, the model ended up having 3 rows, although that was not my intention. I was planning on having there be 1 row in the cab section where the conductor goes to set the brake on, and also 1 row for the back end, but I ended up having 2 rows at the back end. And another thing that I also improved on with this model was he just really wants to roll away. Was with the roof. I don't know if you've seen the original video that I had posted all those years ago, but if you do take a look at it, you probably may remember that there was a bit of a paint scrunching off of here. There was actually a bit of wood chipping up on the roof, so you could see a bit of paint that had come off. So I just took some white paint and painted the roof to cover all that up. Now, of course, you may know that this is, of course, a wooden railway model of Toad. It is an old wooden railway model of Toad, and here is the newer one that came out. And I'm sure that there are some people that probably would have wanted this Toad to have been used, but Toad is such a very rare character these days, and I think that I would much rather use an older model than a newer model. I know some people think that using an older model probably would not have been the best thing, but it's what I did, and I just really wanted to use the older model because I had the newer model, and I just wanted the newer model to stay as it was, rather than just having the old model be kept intact and the new one be modified. I mean, if you want to use the newer model, you can go ahead, but I prefer to go with the older model, so not really anything else to say about that. And I did also mention this in the original showing of this character, but I did modify this wooden railway Toad so he could go backwards. You know, the original wooden railway Toad was designed to go forwards, with having the front magnet be at its front and the back magnet be at the back. But I actually changed that so that he could go backwards. I just simply cut the chassis off and then glued it back on the other way so he could travel backwards. While with the newer version of Toad that came out in 2006, it officially came like that. But the original version of Toad did not come that way. I just simply modified this one so he would go backwards, because I think that makes better sense that he does go backwards, because he most commonly goes backwards in the TV series. So that is it about Charlie. I know that there are probably going to be some people that don't like this character very much, and, well, that's okay. Although the dislike for this character has pretty much died down over the years, and some younger fans probably don't even know that there was ever any hatred for this character in the older days of YouTube. So, anyway, that is about all I have to say, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye for now.